Glad to have you with us in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Centennial Bank Stadium, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State, and fans have been fired up for this one all day. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Red Wolves will put total leather and we'll get started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense set on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Now improvising. He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. The Commodores will hustle to the line.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Back to pass, it's Pavia. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Second down after that incompletion. From the gun, the running back has it. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. On 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, the defense holds.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And that's just a simple blitz by the middle linebacker, and he's able to win up front. He sees the gap. He's able to beat his block and get to the QB.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. You just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, preventing him from scoring on big plays.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page, and now it sets up 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got his man quickly. Got room at the 35. Oh, look out! And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Vanderbilt!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterback.
Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the 2-point try. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Smashes through. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can...
He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand, that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
Looking to pass, it's Rayner. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Looking to the big tight end. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Vanderbilt 6, Arkansas State 0.
The Red Wolves will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Smashes through. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Commodores want to crank the tempo. Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Quick tempo here for the offense. Johnson looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. Looking down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Vandy. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Arkansas State, 0.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave.
Lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're trying to get to him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He'll take the deep shot. Wide open, he makes the catch. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And his throw is incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Catch in the middle, it's crossed. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Trying to pick up 7 here on 2nd down from the 20. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He's going to fire to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Vanderbilt 12, Arkansas State 0.
And the Commodores will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half. So now you're down.
I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Well, the defense knew coming into the 2nd half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
At the 45, on his way. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
That makes the score Vanderbilt 12, Arkansas State
lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Johnson looking to throw. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. From the gun, give on the inside. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Vanderbilt 12, Arkansas State 7.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. The handoff, keep working on that clock. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Oh, no, the ball popped out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? A bold decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Back to throw, it's Rayner. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal, but they'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Commodores will have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these design runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement out front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Johnson wants to throw it. Using the quick game. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The Commodores headed quickly to the line. He wants to pass it on second down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And the Commodores are threatening in the red zone. They'll run the sneak for it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
First down for the offense.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Vanderbilt.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Arkansas State.
On first down from the 13-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Here comes the two-point try. The snap sets up the throw. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick.
Set to kick This one away.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to go up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he dropped it. A golden chance there to tie the game, send it into overtime, and he let it slip through his fingers. What a horrible way to lose. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College.